was on a list like, I hope that he'll say yes, but we'll see, And so I met Jason, and maybe he doesn't remember, but back at a CES event with Jim Cockrum, he spoke, and he just impacted me so much with his story and how he and his wife, do these amazing things with Shopify. And you will learn about his story here in a few minutes, but I'm just in awe with all of our speakers. They come on, I just learn new things, what they do, who they are. And like I say, these people are just so real. And that's the biggest compliment that I can give, all of you guys, because you guys are always willing to help in every way. And so, Jason, we're so happy you're here. We're so happy that you're making the effort to come and be with us and be in Houston. And so tell us a little bit about who you are. And I know there's many people who know who you are. If they don't, they must be like in some other world or something. But tell us a little bit about who you are and kind of like a little bit what you do, and a teaser about what you might be speaking about on stage.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you for the invitation. It's actually it's a huge honor, and I really love connecting with folks and being able to speak and share, tell our story. I always feel just blessed to be able to get out and do that. So I really, really sincerely appreciate the opportunity. I don't do it that much. I'm not really like a roadshow kind of speaker guy. I prefer actually to sort of just stay in my hoodie and stay in my office and sell online. But I appreciate the opportunity. So happy to share a little bit about our business, who we are, what we do. We are primarily Shopify platform sellers, and we sell on Etsy and eBay and Amazon as well. But Shopify is really our home base. And happy to be the unofficial fanboy for Shopify all the way. And it's been a platform that's just made a huge, huge difference in our e-commerce selling. And I love to tell that story. Our website that we run, we're happy to share details of. It's called pixiefair.com, pixiefaire.com. You can go check it out, buy something if you'd like to. And we're happy to always tell people what's happening and be really candid about what we do. And we've been in business now for 10 years. We started on eBay and switched to selling on our own site, and ultimately to a Shopify version of our website in 2014. I think we've got over 2.5 million patterns downloaded now from our site. Last month, we had a record. It was 71,800 patterns downloaded through our system. So it's continuing to scale, and we really just feel blessed by that. And we're honored to be able to share our stories.
That's crazy. I was trying to type your website in. What was it again?
pixiefaire.com. Pixie Fair.
Faire. Oh, okay. I missed it.
There you go. There
we go. Okay, perfect. Well, there we go. How did you guys, well, first of all, guys, most of the speakers that we've been bringing on, and we've been talking about Amazon and Amazon merch and everything. And this is the first, if not, I can't remember if there's anybody else talking about Shopify. I don't think so. This is the expert. This is the expert that I wanted to bring somebody in on every category that I could think of. And one of the things, it's awesome to sell on Amazon. It is, but it's also, once you get to a certain point, or even just begin right at the beginning, you can take yourself off of Amazon to where, they can't tell you, oh, you can't sell this, or you can't sell. It just gets annoying after a while, what they can tell you, what you can and can't do. And, I think that when I heard Jason's story, I was like, at that event, I was like, okay, that's on my to-do list, to get, and I have my own Shopify store as well. But, I'm actually after this event and after China and learning about Shopify over there, I want to really delve into it and, really maximize it the way that Jason has his store. I mean, guys, this is an amazing niche. Doll cloths, who would have thought about that? But, it's interesting because most people will probably say, I don't know, if I could do something like that, or if I know how to, make that work. But Jason is a living testament and proof and testimony that this works. And, his story is incredible. And so, what did you sell on Amazon before you did? Before
eBay.
you did Shopify?
We started on eBay, and what we started our business doing. And if you happen to go visit our site, you can see kind of what we do. But we started with really my wife's artistry, and her expertise is making doll-sized clothing in really sort of world-class way, sort of an artistic level. We started pre-Pinterest, but right. Sometimes you see stuff that's like very mesmerizing photography, and when we started our business, we tried to go for that effect, and so we started on eBay, and we would auction our items, and she would make the stuff, and we'd auction it, and her auctions would end for $200, $300, $400, $500. I think was her top auction. Wow. Over 500. And but it wasn't a scalable business model because she would sew and make stuff and then sell it. And so we did that for 2 years. And the first 2 years of our business, our goal was $1,000 a month. And we did that, but it wasn't scalable. So we really worked through the process of like, what else could we do? And ultimately we settled on selling her designs as patterns, digitally downloaded PDF documents. And so we first did that in September 2009. Our first month we sold 11 copies, and but it worked, and it was effective, and it was off of eBay. To your point, it's true for Amazon as well. You just when you sell on a big platform, you've got their constraints. When we started doing that, you couldn't even sell digital items, PDF documents on Amazon or eBay, so we had to do it ourselves. And so that was sort of the start of our journey. And then now ultimately our business really sales results from the patterns being sold. We sell online classes, and we have a membership program called Sewing with Cinnamon. And that's my wife's name. And so that's the way in which we kind of put together our business, and it works. Yeah.
So do you only do this now? Just you and your wife just have the Shopify or do you do other things? Like, do you still do eBay?
Do I do a side hustle on my side hustle? No, our core business is our Pixie Fair website. We do sell on Etsy as a sales channel. And then the interesting thing that's happening right now in just the last few years is Shopify has really built out a set of integration partnerships with eBay, Amazon, House, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, so that you can actually sell on all the platforms and really use Shopify as your sales hub, your one-stop shop sort of back end where you set up your products and that kind of thing. So we're really going through the process of doing that and really unlocking sales channels, but really keeping Shopify as our home base. But yeah, so that's sort of the journey we're on.
So if people buy something, say you have it listed on Pinterest and they buy it, does it integrate so much with Shopify to where Shopify will recognize it sale, or do you still have to kind of go in there and say, oh, I got a sale on Pinterest, and then go to your Shopify? No,
it's all integrated. Wow. It's and in the back end, and we were just doing training this morning for my inner circle group, but it's all integrated now in Shopify, so you can unlock these sales channels and then see a notification if you sell on eBay. But then, so for us, we do shipping in-house. I guess you call it merchant fulfilled if you're an Amazon seller. But so for our shipping manager, who happens to be my father-in-law,
family here,
he can log into the back end of our site and see the orders, and he doesn't care whether it was from eBay or another site or on our own Shopify site. Right. It doesn't matter to him.
Just wants the item.
Yeah, and it really is it's sort of a game changer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you said it integrates with eBay, and you said Pinterest. Did you say Etsy?
It does not do Etsy.
Not yet. Pretty soon.
No, not Etsy. We wish it did.
Yeah, that would be maybe. Surely it's got to be in the makings when they're doing all these other. Yeah. So eBay and Pinterest, and what was the other one you said it integrated?
There's a list of probably 8 or 10 House, Ebates, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm forgetting some, but it's a growing list. Yeah.
Wow, guys, there's already something that I didn't even, I don't know. And you're already increasing your sales right there alone by integrating with some of this. Is that, do you, you probably started doing it yourself, but do you have people now that you outsource that, you have people that run it, or do you still run your own Shopify? You know, like do you do the back end orders and all the stuff that you're talking about like that?
We have a team. Yeah. I mean, we have a team of, what is it? We're about, I think we're 5 W-2 employees and about 106 1099. We have, I mean, so our company is pretty extensive, but when we have people who have their own roles and responsibilities.
Say that one more time. You have 5 W-2s, and you said how many other workers?
About 100 and 105.
Do you hear that, guys? See, once you start this kind of stuff, he started it, and then now he's got it outsourced, and oh my goodness, that blows my mind. That's incredible. Wow, that's so cool. So you haven't really, did you branch out into other ideas? Are you just sticking to the patterns for the dolls, or have you guys added any other things, or you just say, this is what works, this is what we know works?
We have not yet begun to plumb the depths of the doll clothing universe.
Unbelievable, guys. Do you hear this? He has one idea. I mean, he is killing it on Shopify. He has all of these people that work for him. He's not having to do it himself. He's integrating it on other sites, increasing their sales that way. Do you also do any, I guess, these local Facebook group sites? Like I know here in Houston, we have, kind of like is that effective?
Well, it's interesting because this is mirroring the topics we were doing this morning for our group. So it's fun.
Oh,
really
how funny.
I'll mention a few of the things I talked about. When I look at these sales channels, and this is really about sales channel management, I look at these sales channels, I say to myself, well, there are a few of these that are actually giant e-commerce marketplaces, eBay, Amazon, House, like that. I mean, they're designed for e-commerce. They have their own huge audiences. Those are the ones that we're prioritizing as our best opportunities in terms of sales channel management, distribution strategy for our products. And then there's a second bucket that is sort of like the social media sites that are trying to figure out how to do sales on their site. And so if I prioritize those, I would personally say that I think the biggest opportunity is actually Pinterest.
Wow.
But Facebook has obviously got its marketplace space going pretty good. Then Instagram is really working well for influencers. And if you can get influencers to position your stuff, maybe sales through Instagram. But those to me that's more what you might call
after you perfect whatever you're already doing.
Test phase. It's like I don't see a lot of people saying, nah, Amazon and eBay aren't the place to be. I'm going to try to sell on Twitter. I mean, that's just not, you wouldn't do it that way. So unlock the big ones first, Amazon, eBay, and then think about maybe a social channel and really thinking about where your ideal customers are. Now, if you're selling flip-flops and cut-off jeans and necklaces to, millennials, maybe Instagram's the place to, the sales channel to unlock.
Right.
But if you're selling stuff to an older audience, then probably eBay is the most logical place. So these are the things that you go through as you think through how to unlock these sales channels.
So where would you say right now your number one traffic comes from? Pinterest?
Overall, well, there's 9 sources of referral traffic on the internet. Actually, if you walk through every possible way you could get traffic to your site, there's 9 of those. And so when you talk about organic social, that would be, not paid social. For a long time, it's been Facebook, number 1 for us. Mm-hmm. And really in the last probably 6 months, Pinterest has come on so strong. Facebook is declining. If you look at especially as it relates to referral traffic.
The algorithm stuff, yeah.
If you look at there's Shareable or Shareaholic. Sorry, Shareaholic does real research, data analytics on this. They have charts that show the referral traffic from Facebook, and it's really declining over a multi-year trend line. And the traffic from Pinterest is continuing to climb.
Wow.
So for us, Pinterest has become recently better than Facebook, but they're very close.
There's a good tip right there, guys. I wouldn't even, when you put things on print, are you just mostly I know a little bit about Pinterest. Do you mostly just list your items, or does Pinterest have, I guess kind of like how Instagram has Instagram ads now and all that? Does Pinterest have their own
promoted pins is what it's called? Yeah.
What's it called?
Promoted pins. It's advertising platform. Sure.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Is that pretty easy to do?
It is. I actually have. I blogged for a long time on Pinterest. My blog. I haven't blogged on that site for a couple of years, but marketingonpinterest.com is my blog, and my whole last run of videos that I was doing was all on Pinterest promoted pins. You can still go check them out. I couldn't make it work for our business monetarily when I used promoted pins on Pinterest, and I believe the reason was because my price points are so low. But if you have a higher price point item, maybe electronics or something that's maybe into the close to $100 or something like that or higher, you might really try promoted pins on Pinterest. Yeah.
Wow. That's exciting. I'm excited to try that. So as far as I know, Facebook's been declining, but do you find that was kind of a way to get your business started? Like you did Facebook ads and you were really good at that. And was that your first line of traffic?
No,
no? Wow. What was?
We're sort of old school now because we started 10 years ago. We just celebrated our 10th anniversary in February. Wow. We actually started our efforts for marketing our business on YouTube. As it happens. Did I just say that weird? YouTube. YouTube.
Wow. You just made some videos and
and we did contests.
Videos, did they just go viral on their own, or did you have to? Is there a way to promote your YouTube video? I guess besides just sharing. Really?
But what we did was our strategy was always to do contests. So we started our company using contests.
Okay.
And we did them on YouTube for the first 4 years. And so we just contest strategy. We'd do it a couple times a year. It was a big thing for us, and it really got us an initial crowd, got us our first 1,000 fans or whatever.
Wow.
And but then Facebook came along after that, and then ultimately Pinterest sort of, in my mind, I rank them now. Sort of Pinterest is the best, then Facebook, then everything else.
Okay.
Below that. Yeah.
Wow, guys! I don't know if you guys are taking notes. You better be, or if you're going to be listening to this replay, these are just little short tips that he is. I'm learning right along with you guys. I'm not a Shopify expert. If you have your link to the event, can you post it and we'll show them that? Do you have that ready? If you don't, you can do it after.
I apologize. I don't.
No, that's totally fine. So later on, if you guys, I put the speakers on the spot. I always forget to ask ahead of time. I don't know if you have any kind of bonus or anything for an incentive people buy on your link. I know you have a lot of things. You've got marketing on Pinterest, that you have your blog, and I know you have inner circle stuff, and you've got amazing stuff. So do you have anything that, and you don't have to, I always tell people you don't have to, but for the people who are listening and who will be,
super awesome bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've got a collection of fantastic courses on Udemy. Now, in full disclosure, they're listed generally for $199 or $299. Udemy frequently slashes the pricing down to $14 or whatever. But I thought what I would do is give away access to one of the courses.
Wow.
Shopify Power is sort of my signature course. As it happens, it's the most popular e-commerce course on Udemy. And so that puts me in the category of being the most popular e-commerce instructor on Udemy. Total crazy, funny little thing. And I'm blessed and honored and to be able to be in that slot. But that course is really my signature course now. I think I've got close to 8,000 students have gone through it. Something like that.
Wow. So guys, not only are you hearing that he's a Shopify expert or whatever, but he is like probably, if not, I don't know how Udemy works, but he's ranked pretty high, if not one of the top teachers in the Udemy. Those of you who are not familiar with that, we can spell that out for you. It's I'll put the link in the comments here that you can go. Yeah. So if you go there, he's giving away a free course if you buy a ticket. I personally have bought one of his courses. See, I buy it too. I do it. He had, it was at a conference. He had given us access to a free course by just asking him. He gives so much value, guys. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like I say, I'm just blown away every time I bring on somebody. They're like, oh, I do this and I'm going to give away that. And like I say, there's no questions, I don't give them questions ahead of time. We just kind of go with the flow. That's kind of how and who I am. And I am blown away just by this little, we've been on here for 20 minutes already and hearing some of the tips that Jason has shared. I am so, and here's the thing, guys, he said at the beginning, and I didn't know this, he says that he doesn't speak very much. And so he is blessing us by coming to our conference and sharing
so
his knowledge with us.
Let's talk about it. So, I mean, you tell me, like, what's the conference going to hold for everybody? And then I'm thinking I need to network while we're there and meet a bunch of people and shake people's hands and learn about their business and make some business contacts. So I'm hoping to do that.
I know we have such an array of people. We've got people who've never sold on Amazon that want to come. We have people who are advanced. We have Shopify people. We have Amazon merch people. And that's the unique thing about this conference. It's not just, we're only going to talk about Pinterest, or we're only going to talk about retail arbitrage. We're talking about probably 7 or 8 different things. And not to overwhelm people, but it gives them an opportunity to kind of look at the buffet, and then they can pick their dessert first if they want to, or they can go over here and start with, the salad. And so, guys, I don't know if you saw, I put it away, I can get it later, but in the last interview earlier today with Steven, I showed you guys the VIP upgraded bag that we talk about. So if you guys get one of the deluxe or platinum memberships, you guys get to rub shoulders with the speakers at dinner. I mean, imagine if you're sitting by Jason, you're like, hey, Jason, can I take a look at this, and tell me what you think about this. That is, I mean, it's valuable to be sitting in the class or in the conference and listening. But even more than that we've learned and we keep on harping on and telling you guys is being with the speakers or being with the people all around you. It's not just the amazing speakers. It's the people that are coming to the conference. Yeah. I know some people who are coming who are not speakers, and they are, they're an expert in their niche, and it's incredible the knowledge that they have. So don't just think, well, there's 22, 23 speakers, but all these the other 100 people that are going to be sitting in the audience, whatever, I'm just going to listen to speakers. There's people there that are incredibly knowledgeable about stuff that you can ask as well. So the networking is incredible, right?
Yeah,
and so
totally
he's
agree.
offering you a free course, one of his best courses. It's value at what, Jason? I know that Udemy slashes the prices.
I think it's $199. Sorry, I apologize. I should have looked at it.
So he's giving you $199 value. The basic package at this conference is $197. It includes lunch on both days. You're basically coming for free. I mean, you're getting this amazing course that Jason is offering. You get to see Jason. He doesn't come to very many conferences. I didn't know that. I feel honored that he's coming to ours. I'm so super blessed and excited and thankful to you, Jason, for coming and blessing us with your presence and your knowledge and your tips.
No, I'm going to get more from it than I will give. I can guarantee you that. But the thing I want to just mention is that what you just said is really so important. Coming to these conferences is, it's just one of those things where you end up finding so many business connections and relationships. And it's really the presentations, the stuff on the stage frequently is not really the life-changing stuff. At least in my experience, it's really been more when I'm there, I meet people, I get to know them, we go out to dinner, whatever, and end up having real meaningful relationships. And that to me is the really exciting time. So hopefully I'll entertain people and teach good stuff on the stage. But most importantly, I think the interaction and meeting like-minded sellers and people who are really passionate about this stuff is really the most important thing to me.
Absolutely. And what we're going to, even though we have VIP dinners, guys, every night, it's only going to be, I set the dinners up to where we're not lingering for millions of hours. We're only going to be gone for like an hour and 15 minutes at the most. Networking are both nights from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I extended the ballroom, so that we can include everybody at the conference, to where not just the VIP people can, they do get extra attention where they come to dinner and get the speakers and everything, but we do have the networking each night. And that's included in the conference, from 7 to 10 p.m. every single night that you're there, Friday and Saturday nights. And that 3 hours that you get to walk around the room. And, yes, it would be nice to fully blow out the conference at 200 people and squish everybody in the room. But, we're almost reaching the 100. We're just about there. Cool. And we're hoping, maybe no more than 140, 150 at the most, because we can take out some of the desks and put chairs or whatever. But here's the thing is this is still a more intimate conference, to where you'll be able to talk to Jason. You'll be able to pull him aside, and you heard him. He's willing to listen to you. He's willing to help. Every speaker that's been on here on their own has said, I'm on a mission to help people. I want to help people. I want to give value. And that makes me so proud, because I say it over and over again on every interview, these speakers are handpicked. I didn't just go on the internet and say who's, these are people who I either met, I follow, I do what they say, I admire them, and they have hearts of gold. And I'm just so super proud of what they're coming, to represent at this first Simplezonseller event. And Jason, we are so excited that you're coming. After we get done here, please post your event link so that you guys know to get his course, you have to buy through his link in order to get that. And so, he's going to post it like when he finds it and puts it in the comments, and so know that. And I'm just so amazed about all of these links we have in the comments. It's all Jason. It's, he's on Udemy, he's on marketingonpinterest.com. He's got his doll pattern site. And I mean, he just gets better and better. Well, and so we thank you, Jason. We know you're so busy, and we thank you so much for your time. Those who are listening and those who have taken the time out from your afternoon to be with us, we thank you. Those who will be catching the recording, we thank you as well. And time is running out. This is happening April 27th and 28th in Houston. It's just around the corner. The tickets are selling out. If I were you, I wouldn't even think about it. Just do it and be here. And I promise you, it's going to be epic. It's going to be an amazing conference. And so people like Jason and all the other speakers, you're going to be so, I guess, I don't even know the word anymore. Just impressed, excited, all of these different things. So anyway, thanks again, Jason. Thanks everybody for being on here. And we will let you guys go. Take care, everybody. Take care. And we hope to see you in Houston in a few weeks.
Bye, guys.